Hey, how you doing? It's Monday morning, July 10th, 2023. My name is Mike. This is Morning Coffee with TALTOA, to be exact. We get together here every Monday through Friday morning, 6 a.m. most days. And we are talking about all kinds of stuff, everything from being a freight broker, trucking, loads, spot rates, fuel, even things that have nothing to do with transportation whatsoever. But we get together, we try to be have some fun here. Anyway, coming up this week, well, most of the morning coffees with TALTOA, we are going to be discussing becoming a freight broker. What a freight broker is, what they do, how to get into the business, what if you want to start your own freight brokerage company, what's going to be expected, what you need to do. We're going to cover all that A to Z for the most part this week. We are going to have, probably Wednesday, our regular fuel and spot rate update. But other than that, and it may go into next week too. So, get ready for that. We'll be talking about that today, getting started as a freight broker, specifically what a broker does. Before we get into that, let's talk about Landline. Landline magazine is a magazine produced by OOIDA, Owner Operator Independent Driver Association. I've been a member of that organization. We agree on some things. Some things I'm like scratching my head. Other things I know exactly what they're trying to do. They're having a membership drive. But here's one of the things we agree on. Friday, they posted an article, Factoring, Beware of the Fine Print. Now, we've been telling brokers for years, stay away from factoring companies. It's acceptable for a trucking company to use a factoring company. But a broker, man, you get into the contract with the factoring company and you're giving away your profit. You need to be able to pay a truck using either capital you have on hand or setting up an arrangement with the bank, something besides a factoring company. And I was looking over this article. I didn't read it. I just kind of thought, man, that took a long time for them to get up here and warn their members about working with the factoring company. Factoring company, if you don't know what a factoring company is, a factoring company will advance money to you on your invoices. So if you are a trucking company, we'll talk trucking company for a minute. If you're a trucking company, you move a load for a shipper or one of your customers, or you could factor a broker, but I don't know why in the world you would want to do that. Although I'll tell you, I've had trucking companies do that. And, when you're doing that, you're paying the factoring company commission and fees. You're paying the broker fees. By the time the money gets to you, why bother? Your best thing to do, if you're having to use a broker, is find a broker that will advance you money on the load if you need it, or quick pay or something like that. You see what I'm talking about? There is no reason to put a broker through a factoring company. Bottom line. Now, a factoring company, if you're getting into a factoring company contract, read the contract. That's pretty much what the article's talking about. You can go to the landline.com, I believe. You can find the article, read it for yourself. And if you're a trucking company, I'd really recommend this. Because once you get into a factoring company, or once you sign that contract, trying to get out of that contract can be a nightmare. So take a few minutes. If you're a small trucking company especially, or you just started a trucking company, man, don't let them get their hooks in you. And it can be a nightmare. All right, now let's get to what we're going to be talking about today. Getting started as a freight broker. First of all, if you're new to the channel and you're thinking about becoming a freight broker, maybe a freight broker agent, we'll talk more about that later this week, maybe a little bit today as well. But you may have questions. What exactly does a freight broker do? Well, a freight broker is an intermediary. They are arranging transportation for their customer loads. What they're doing, they're the middleman. They're going out here finding customers that have loads, that need trucks to move those loads. Then they go out here and find trucks to move those loads, and they have a number of different tools to use to be able to do that. If you're thinking about becoming a broker, first thing to understand is it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time to build that business. First of all, you got to go out here and get customers. Then you got to get the loads. Then you got to find trucks to move those loads. Now, with all that said, is it worth the time? Yes. Agents in the industry, I'm talking about freight broker agents that get in there, build their business up. They can make 6-digit incomes. And that can happen. That can happen within just a couple of years if you are diligent and you're working your business. The thing about being a freight broker, it doesn't matter if you're a broker with your own license, your own authority, as we call it, or if you're an agent working for a freight brokerage. You're your own boss. It's your business. Bottom line, it's your business. Success depends on you. And that means you need to have that entrepreneurial spirit. Are you a self-starter? Are you ambitious? Can you motivate yourself? Get out there and do what needs to be done. Are you willing to make the sales calls? Are you willing to do the things that are required to be a successful broker? We're going to be talking about those things coming up over the next few days, maybe the next couple of weeks as far as that goes. If you'd like to learn more about being a freight broker and the difference between a freight broker agent, maybe a good starting point. Let's see if I can pull this up real quick. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, but we'll give it our best shot. Hold on here a minute. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to do this. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. All right, you can go to our website. Let me pull this up over here. This is our website, TALTOA.com. Matter of fact, I'm the lead consultant for TALTOA. We are a freight broker training and consulting firm, not only freight brokers, trucking companies, hot shots as well. Matter of fact, we got a marketing department. If you need help marketing your business, we can help you. We can do websites, audio, video, all kinds of things. But what I'm going to recommend doing, if you are new and you're thinking about getting into the industry, come to our website, TALTOA.com, TALTOA.com. Scroll down, says how to become a broker. Right next to that, we have the video. This video is from a webinar we conducted here a year or two ago. It's going to take about 30 minutes of your time, but it's right here on the main page. All right? Come to TALTOA.com, scroll down a little bit. You're going to see the video right there. Okay. Take about 30 minutes of your time, but I promise you, after watching that video, you're going to have a really good idea of what's going to be required to work as a broker and what a broker does and things of that nature. Now, tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to start your brokerage. Do you want to start out as a freight broker agent? Or do you have experience and maybe you're coming out of maybe you got a trucking company, maybe you want to start your own freight brokerage company. Either way, there are pros and cons about each. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. All right, go have a great Monday. Unless, of course, you've made other plans. See you in the morning.